with his dual Berettas, and there is no defuse kit picked up for the CT side at the moment. So he's looking for this duel towards Soulfly, and he'll hit a lovely headshot toward the hell position. Engine isn't probably in the best spot for these dual Berettas. He's the instant headshot though, and he'll get it. Afro would have certainly got that frag if that first bullet was missed. And that makes it a 2v3. But Body has the bomb. He's got Exercise in tow, holding hands toward the B site. But there is a player here. That is Major. He is toward the windows at the moment. They will clear out single door, and actually his teammate Exercise will get shot in the back. Engine makes a lot of noise going down the vents, and Body will just burst him, quite literally, in the head. And that will put him straight up the vents back toward A. But little do they know, Paz is toward door, holding for that possibility. Body gets taken down. And now it's all down to Exercise in a 1 versus 2. He has Kevlar, of course, but he does not have much health. 25 HP. Major and Paz, they're going to try and tag him down, and eventually they manage it. So the advantages that SANGAL held throughout the duration of that pistol round will, in the end, give them an opening victory, and give them a very critical opening pistol as well. They'll be determined to show a good face on this map after not bringing Inferno into their hands. Paz will recover the dualies as well. 2 guns are better than 1. But of course, with the bomb plant, I'll be curious to see what the double pony decide to force on this round. And already, my question has been answered. It's 2 Galils and 3 Deagles, so they can afford themselves plenty of utility. It's up against an XM, a Scout, an MP9, 2 M4s. That's it, really. Soulfly's MP9 is toward ramp. Oh, that's a lovely shot from Jocko on the Deagle. That's already put SANGAL in a bit of a problem. Jocko, it's a second headshot. Sensei out of the round, only gets 1 with the Scout. And now it's a 2 versus 3. Afro is toward Hut, holding for this push from Soulfly. He's got perfect crosshair placement, but Soulfly gets away with the frag. 2v2. Major coming in from heaven. Good timing on the swing toward Lucky. And he'll take Jocko as well. Very nice from Major. Very nice indeed. They'll be able to switch that MP9 to a rifle, I'd imagine. While Major will defuse the bomb. They were trying to recover as much of that utility as possible around the map. Every little helps. Soulfly will find that Galil. They'll just about get away with the 2-0. Well, Pony, of course, got themselves a second bomb plant in a row, so they're going to have a bit more than they would have had otherwise. 3 Deagles and 2 Tech 9s. This time Sensei has his AWP. Patrolling toward outside. Body actually does tag him, I think, through the edge of garage there. Takes him down to 78 HP, so not critical. Soulfly will now swing toward ramp. That's the information he needs. He'll save his Incendiary before he's a little bit further down ramp. Good timing on it. He can now concentrate on the right-hand side. Doesn't get a single frag, though. Oh, look at the damage done. He's done enough damage to kill 2 players, almost. But they're combined with 2 different players. 4 and 8 HP. M4 recovered toward Afro. Body still in a cheeky spot, waiting for possible rotations. Afro gets on another frag, despite being on that low HP. Paz goes down, but Engine and Major answer back. 3 versus 3 now. I think the gun barrel has been spotted by Engine. Nice frag toward Exercise. Lucky is still 8 HP. Body is on this lurk, but it's being watched for, but it won't matter. Engine was only 32 HP. Easy Deagle spam for Body. And that's a Galil to be recovered as well. The bomb is in the middle of nowhere, but Body does have a smoke. He can plop that down any which way, and there it is. Can close the single door if he so pleases. Major and Sensei are very healthy. You'd say that they still hold the significant advantage in this situation, and there we go. Body goes down. Lucky on the 8 HP, gets the tap with the Tech 9 though. Sensei must know he's low. A call has come through to switch to the P250. This is a chance for Lucky, but the P250 just about gets away with it. And that's a bit more expensive than SANGAL would have wanted, but they have still kept their clean sheet intact. 3-0. What is a must-win map for them. in pretty tough circumstances. Now this puts Double Pony into a really, really good situation. They've got their full buy, 5 AK-47s. But SANGAL, of course, winning rounds with one player alive does not do good work. And that's a dink on the wall bang from Afro. The shotgun of Engine taken down to 82, so it's not too bad. But still, that's information gleaned. It wouldn't surprise me if that dink has been heard by a teammate in this hut hold. Outside for Major. So we'll inch his way up the vents with the AWP. It's a faster way to get up the vents. Just go down it gradually, as you can see in the bottom left of your screen just there. Obviously, if you're shifting, you don't want to make noise on the ladder, so edging down it or / up it like that is the best way to do it. Well, Pony have successfully taken Secret, but only the entrance as it stands. They're deciding to take Garage instead. Now, that's a curious choice. Rocco lurking through. Major is toward outside. Needs one frag. Gets one. The 1-for-1 is critical there. He could not go down empty-handed because Soulfly has only got an MP9 to defend toward ramp. Body takes Paz, takes a dink for his troubles, and they're going to split toward Heaven. Engine goes down, and that is the A site open for business. Well, Pony are about to get their first round on the board here. In their sense, they can do something ridiculous with this AWP. He's toward the vents, looking to try and burst up. Soulfly is shifting toward the angle. Actually, will get that frag. That's a free AK. He should just be able to nab before Afro peeks him as well. Tries to go for the frag. Not to be. Flash will come in to maybe tempt the idea to Double Pony that they are going for this 2v3, but there's surely the only way to go about this one is save the AK and the AWP, and that is exactly what they will do. It's a good save. Double Pony haven't built up their economy yet, so Wars coming in, I would imagine, just to sort out SANGAL's economy a little bit. Because they have this AWP, they have this AK, and they have 2 MP9s now, which I believe have been dropped over. I was staring at Double Pony's money when they did that. So they're going to have a full buy with Engine on the 5.7. We've seen Engine do some nice stuff on the 5.7 so far in this series. Complete dry swing from Soulfly toward ramp, and they're going to lobby crunch off of it. That is a good way to use these MP9s to the best of their ability. Engine gets one on the 5.7 before he recovers the MP9 and gets another one. And in the end, Major pushing does actually make this a 2v1 for SANGAL. Body in a 1v2. He already made his way through hut. So he's going to have to go back through it again and grab the bomb. But SANGAL have given that up for the time being. Sensei with the off angle toward ramp, just looking for the information. Major has left the position. So Body with the bomb in tow and full utility as well, may I add, has a great chance at this clutch. Body toward Heaven. Waits to see if someone peeks off of it. Knows that's not a possibility. And now we'll get it planted in plenty of time. Smoke used. Flash used. One flash remaining in this 1 versus 2. He's now getting pinched on from Sensei. Sensei's position and Major as well. Sensei will creep in. He is the player with the kit, so he has to die really in a specific spot on the site to allow Major to grab it. The body will get the frag. Oh, it's messy toward the MP9 of Major, and Sensei knows he can just swing with the deagle. So much damage was done. And in the end, the lack of cleanliness on that first kill will come back to bite Body. And Sensei will win the round for his team. Again, though, it's a win with one player alive. Rough stuff. Again, they're left with just the MP9 on this buy. Double Pony are at full strength when it comes to their utility. Soulfly seems to love that MP9. He's done some good work on it so far, so I don't blame him for sticking with it for now. Double Pony scared of a possible lobby crunch again. It's worked once, it can work again. Come the smokes from Body. Skylights have been broken, so the grenades can come tumbling in, and the flashes are about to burst to entry toward the A site. Paz is still toward heaven, helped up by Sensei. That might have been a bit of a wallbang in the end. And Paz, well, half blind will take Afro as well. It's just Lucky, Exercise and Body remaining, and Major's creeping on the position. Perfect crosshair placement. Lucky goes down, and poor old Exercise. He was getting flanked by the MP9 anyway. Gets himself another frag, and this has been a lovely cleanup for SANGAL. This is impressive stuff on their CT side. That finally puts Double Pony down to a buy, which will not be at full strength. If they want to, they can go 2 AKs, 3 Galils, but I doubt they will. It's going to be pistol armor. And SANGAL winning that round with all 5 players alive, is such a huge factor for their economy. Oh, Major with a clean up toward ramp. Go for the ace, my friend. Oh, it's 1 HP. It's 1 HP away from the anti-eco ace. Lucky actually managed to get 2 in the end, but the Molotov from Soulfly did finish him off. Nice bit of stat padding there for Major. And the 2 kills in the end from Lucky were pretty important. That could have easily been a much cleaner round for SANGAL. The decision they made. It's going to be a fast burst with A this time. Engine gets his incendio down with nice timing. It does burn down Jocko, but not before Jocko took Paz. So it's still an advantage for Double Pony, and they can get the bomb planted with all angles being held. Exercise is 52 HP. And Body has the angle. This should be a frag. It is. Perfect from Body. Much cleaner than before. And that should make the decision for SANGAL to get out of this position. Sensei needs to save the AWP. Major needs that organ to the next round. Double Pony are about to get their second of the game. Players will remain alive into the next round. SANGAL will be able to afford a decent buy. They're at full strength once again. Every time I cast Nuke, I do talk about it these days being a little bit more T-studded than it ever used to be. I would say, on average, we get around an 8-7, 9-6.5 on T-favoured in the higher echelons of Counter-Strike. SANGAL have started well for sure. Oh, we've got a boost coming in toward heaven. This could work out beautifully if Sensei decides to go up the ladder. But it's not going to happen this time. Afro's looking for it, of course. We know that's a 3-man boost. But unfortunately, he'll see nothing and have to fall off of it. We'll slide down the door as to not take any damage at all. Now they're going to entry toward ramp. That's the decision they've made with 50 seconds left on the clock. Soulfly will deploy his utility and get away down the ramp toward B. Have to call to his teammates that ramp is open and ramp is taken by the T side. Sensei is behind the Molotov, so he might have better vision for a frag here if they do cross toward his position, but they're not going to give him anything. Soulfly in the obvious position, defending toward ramp, needs a couple of headshots. Lucky, oh, he's taking so much damage though, and they'll pounce on the position, and that's the B site open for business. The rotations are coming down the vent, all 3 of them in fact, and he's going to rush toward double door. Paz is not expecting Jocko there already at all. Already Major is looking to fall back with Engine. Bodies in the vents though, and they're going to stop that from being a possibility and take more guns out of SANGAL's hands. It's looking quite simple, this one for Double Pony. Major gets one back, but it's only one to keep his gun alive. One will explode. Our opponent will keep their guns toward windows, and that can be a talking point occasionally on this game of how you can save your guns so close to a bomb blast. Of course, you take a lot of damage from the bomb in Pit on Inferno, so I'd say that's pretty balanced. You can obviously get stopped by a cheeky CT doing some damage to you, and then the damage to the bomb taking you out of the round. But maps such as Vertigo and Nuke, being able to save your guns in windows and save you on the edge of the A site as well on Vertigo, I feel like it's a little bit cheeky. Oh, that's a nice shot from Paz. And the saved Auger Major is doing some work here. It's only the USP though of Soulfly toward ramp. He'll get obliterated by Jocko. A cheeky Molotov to maybe feint that they've just taken the B site, but he's pushed all the way through. Major's in a very cheeky spot though. He's looking for this. He's completely guessed this is a possibility. Jocko spotted him though, and that's such a hard position to headshot, but he hits it anyway. That is not a position you see hit too often. A duel from CT Forklift to hell. Very rare indeed. But it's still 3 versus 3. Sensei's going hunting on his AWP though, and Lucky's holding a dirty off angle to stop that aggression. Engine is towards Squeaky though, and there hasn't looked for that as of yet. Engine will be desperate to get something done here. Oh, he just picks on the angle, and there we go. Gets the damage required to grab the AK away from Jocko. Paz is rotated all the way round to Secret, and he'll hit another headshot with the Deagle. Traded nicely by Lucky though, and now we have a clean 1 versus 1. The big advantage for Double Pony and for Lucky is that he has armor, he has utility, he has the bomb on his back, and he is going to the correct bomb site. Engine has guessed wrong. The plant will come in. Lucky in this 1 versus 1. He can play the really powerful position on top of the silo if he wants to. You can see legs first. But he's just going to chill as it stands and just wait for it. Engine has to open the door and reveal his position. He looks above. Needs a clean headshot, but he can't find it. Lucky hits the spray. And Double Pony will get away with their 4th round. It closes the gap to 2. Hello everyone, and thank you for the follows. I do appreciate it. Darryl as well, thank you. Hello. Thanks for the support, everyone. Nice another buy, of course, though. That previous round was a bit of a half investment with some saved guns. Ah, oh, poor old Paz. He's trying to make something happen in that smoke, but Afro has just picked it out. After Paz had already taken damage from a teammate as well. From a Double Pony teammate, of course. Sensei is going hunting on AWP. Spotted Lucky. And there's no way you're getting away from that one. That is the frag back in return to make it a 4v4. Double Pony, with a minute left on the clock, still have plenty of utility. They've got 3 smokes. Still got a Molotov and a nade as well. But Exercise has crept out towards Squeaky. Oh, he's going to completely catch Engine off guard. That's going to be a question mark for him and for his team. How on earth has he been allowed to just walk outdoor on his own? And because of this, Double Pony have free reign to plant the bomb toward B. I was a little bit concerned there might be a player close to the smoke, but all SANGAL can really do here is try and save. They've got free reign to run about off to T-spawn and fall all the way back with the AWP and M4. Major's a little bit more stuck. He's toward ramp, but he's got a decent off angle to try and save this AUG. Major's had a fantastic start to this game. 16-5 for him in round... That will be round 12 soon when the bomb explodes. Double Pony have really got a handle on their T side now. It was 6 for SANGAL quite early on. Same really as Inferno, except they had their quick start on the T side. And now Double Pony's economy on their T side of Nuke is looking very good again. I mentioned how Nuke can be a bit T-sided these days, and it's looking to be that way again. Oh, that's a nice pick though. Body's jumping for information. But little did he realise he would get punished by that. Oh, he's been such a factor for SANGAL today. Soulflight wins his duel toward ramp as well. That is beautifully done. Just takes a few bullets before he puts his head model down to try and avoid getting entry'd. And he managed to get himself that one frag. Unfortunately, though, he gives up his life to Jocko. At least, though, for SANGAL, that is lovely timing on the rotation round toward ramp. Paz, he hears the bomb being planted and he pounces on the FAMAS. Afro taken down. Exercise can get the bomb planted and he has a chance in this 1v4, but not really anymore. Unfortunately for him, getting dinked there. Straight away, SANGAL can recover the double AWP, and they'll have their first round in a good minute or so. 7-5 will be the scoreline. There's been a little bit of a disconnection on Double Pony, so we'll wait for that player to rejoin. Be a little bit of a technical timeout. But there are the scores on the doors as it stands. Major absolutely running riot right now. Goodness me, I didn't actually realise how well he was doing. Sensei has saved so much that he's only died 3 times in these 13 rounds. But Major, 18-5. That is a true hard carry, you could say, as it stands. Thank you, Orkan. I appreciate it. Thank you, everyone, for the nice comments as well. This is technically my first ESEA Premier cast. I was going to cast this game before it got postponed. And I didn't actually think I was going to be available to cast this today. But because it was delayed, I managed to hop on it just in time. Very much enjoying it too. Inferno was a fantastic game. Sensei running riot, it felt like, in that first map. But unfortunately for SANGAL, they couldn't hold on to their 12-3 lead. And Double Pony took it with a pretty impressive comeback. Wasn't even 11-4. The dreaded 11-4. Usually it's the 11-4 scoreline that people talk about being scary, but it was 12-3 this time. Eventually leading for the first time at 16-15 in overtime. And in the end, bringing that map through 19-17. Exclamation mark maps to see that. back underway after our pause. So lucky to rejoin the server. SANGAL on their double AWP. Soulfly and Sensei. That is a nice name combination, actually, to cast. Sensei, Soulfly, Soulfly, Sensei. Bit of a tongue twister, but we get through it. And they're going to burst through the smoke a double pony. Poor old Paz. We actually get to the dink in the end. So that's good damage, and that actually halts Jocko's progress. Sensei drops down toward the site and actually takes Afro too. So, despite the damage taken, SANGAL have escaped. I really thought Jocko had pounced at a great moment, and the pounce actually was just a deception. The bomb has been planted toward B. Lucky's got control of ramp, but Soulfly has taken exercise toward that ramp position. And Lucky, though, that's a double spray down. That recovers the round into an even situation. But because he gets 2 toward ramp, will he expect 2 more? Surely not. Major makes noise, dropping down, and that will be heard by Lucky. The grenade will unfortunately not stop Jocko as he's in a good spot, hidden away from those grenades, but Major has found Lucky now. Now this is all down to Jocko to try and waste the time. The grenade somehow doesn't touch him, but the bomb should be held. Oh, Engine just goes in for it. Does he have time? It's going to be very close, but I think he's just going to be okay. He gets the defuse, and SANGAL win, I would say, honestly, a deserved round there. And they're guaranteed a lead at the half. Very nicely done by SANGAL. This is a map that they were not expected to win. And as I keep saying, it is a map where you'd expect more T rounds than 5 at this stage. But they're doing fantastic work. Body toward outside, checking the smoke. Little does he know Major is there. Doesn't hear the tag, but now he hears the drop and Major realises, okay, I need to get away from this. Sensei is once again in the same spot toward A, and he gets himself a second frag on the orb. So sharp from Sensei. He's about to be mollied out, so he's going to swing further to the left. That is a shocking position to be in, and Afro's not going to expect it. He's trying desperately to bait him out, but he can't hit the shot, and that's a third for Sensei. Looking for the ace now. Paz has taken body, though. Now it's all down to Lucky in a 1 versus 4. Gets 1, but that's 4 frags from Sensei. Another insane round in this best of 3 from him. And even though Engine was taken out on top of the silo on the A site, Sensei's peaks were bang on every single time. Engine down to the shotgun, but if there's a round you're going to have a shotgun, it probably will be this one. Because Double Pony have a Mac 10 and 2 Deagles in their final round of the half to try and make something happen. Certainly havoc can be created. Some are being a little bit more patient. Oh, look at Major. This is so nice for Major. Does he get the spray transfer? No. Oh, it was such a nice idea. At least he still goes 1 for 1. But the AK can be stolen back. We all saw what was going through Major's mind there. That could have been a god tier play. But it can be so hard to spray transfer in that situation. And looking to pick forward outside. And this is the time. SANGAL get a double spray down. Of course, one of the players, though, really helping out with that one. Lucky down to 11 HP despite his frag. But he just misses the timing toward Paz as well. That could be the key to sealing this round for SANGAL. They're once again going to get a double-digit half here unless Body can do something ridiculous. Sensei just swings him. And he ends the half at 13-4. Him and Major, absolute kings for SANGAL in this series so far. That is a fantastic CT half from SANGAL, it has to be said. half-time break before we get back underway again. SANGAL 10-5 on a map that we didn't really expect them to win. Of course, they lost a lead of 12-3 on Inferno. Now they have a 10-5 to work with. Double Pony are no slouches on this map. We all know what they can do. So we do need to be a little bit careful. And here we go for the second half. Engine with 2 flashes and a Molotov Major. A little bit of utility as well with that P250. SANGAL are creeping toward Heart. Jocko's got utility, bodies the player with the kit. And we're about to burst in toward A here. Oh, Major, what a pre-fire on the P250. Lucky's out of the round before it even begun for him. And Engine's even holding for rotations from the top of the ladder as well. SANGAL got a free plant toward A with just that one frag. And Major's doing even more work. 22-7. All Jocko can do is expend his utility and just jump in. All 3 CTs are about to come in here. Major's flashbang will help out. Access and Jocko actually get 2 back, but Major's himself another headshot on the P250. Ridiculous stuff from him. Looking for the ace now. Jocko extending further, gets himself another headshot. Looking for a third. He gets it. Now suddenly, out of nowhere, it's all down to Major. Tap on the bomb coming in. This is all down to the P250 now. Gets 1 headshot. Looking for another one. Needs to get the taps, and he gets it. Major with an ace on the P250. He looks sharp. And he gets his just rewards. What about that? I was amazed that Double Pony even made so much progress in return. Truly amazed. Major will feel that he shouldn't even been in the position to have to clutch it, but he did anyway. And now SANGAL are going for a big old-fashioned rush here. 4 Mach 10s down the vents. The pistols are doing some good damage to Sensei. They've managed to get their way down. Engine's not going to expect Jocko so close toward ramp, though. And they're going to pinch on Soulfly's position. Only gets 1 on the Mach 10. Galil and 2 Mach 10s to hold off Double Pony on this force buy. They haven't picked up a defuse kit. So that is something that will go in SANGAL's favour. Me toward ramp for Double Pony. Make that 4 toward ramp. They're all grouping up together, trying to get these trades. Major will have to do some more work on the Galil. He's working true overtime in this beginning of this T-half for SANGAL. Sensei spots the scout of Afro. Lots of damage is being done, but the Mach 10 is so hard to spray from that range. Exos is on the bomb. Paz needs to spray it again. They're going to get it. Great spray from Paz. 2v1. Afro's 9 HP. He's out of there. SANGAL with 12. Major and Paz even survived to the bomb blast as well. SANGAL, fast, direct. It's worked for them, but only just. Oh, Afro, a little boost on top of Body's head to take the opener with the scout. That is very cheeky indeed. They can at least recover the AK-47, so it's not the end of the world. And there are no sets of armour on any one of these CTs. Silence falls over Nuke. All we can hear is the wind whistling through the power plant. Bit of a stack toward A. Body top hut. Lucky in hut. Exercise shoulder spotting with the 5-7. SANGAL will throw in their outside smokes with 45 seconds left on the clock. Then we go towards Secret. But there are still players here to worry about. Body has the off angle. Can just tap away with the USP. Possibly get some dinks. Sensei's taking exercise though. That's the first frag back. And he peeks nicely toward Afro. Jocko's still here though on top of the site. But he gets traded straight away. It's a bit dangerous though. Lots of damage has been taken because Paz took Engine in the meantime. It's lots of team damage. Lots of damage from the pistols of Double Pony. But once again, SANGAL get away with it. And they have a 13-5 lead on Double Pony's map pick. This has been an incredibly impressive series from SANGAL, honestly, I have to say. This is their first proper series, or well, first Premier game at least, with Soulfly. And they're going to go fast toward A once again. Molotov in from Major to clear out CT vent. Exercise gets one, and Lucky will easily get that frag toward Major as the smoke gives him some advantages. Lucky gets 3 in the end. Great spray from him. Engine will trade it, but it's a 1 versus 4, and he has to reload in the corner. And Double Pony will get their first proper buy round, really, on the board on the CT side. And because of the damage done over the course of those rounds to SANGAL, I mean, their money's all over the shop. 4.6, 6.2. A hero AK, perhaps. Soulfly will drop it. He'll be a good teammate. Give it to Paz. Try and make something happen. We'll have a Galil at least. It looks like SANGAL are actually going to go for a force. Since he's bought down to just the $50 with the Tech 9, so... I mean, 3 rifles is good. I was about to say it's a questionable force, but 3 rifles is okay. Here are the scores. Look at this from Major and Sensei, man. Major has been Captain Fantastic. But don't forget, Double Pony still have the lead in the series. SANGAL will be feeling that if they win Nuke, they should have had this done 2-0. What can SANGAL do with these 3 4-sport rifles? Jocko playing the pixel gap angle to watch toward ramp. In the elevated position. As soon as you see a player cross, chuck your smoke down. Because he's expended his smoke so early, looks like SANGAL are interested in entering toward ramp here. Jocko's up close, and goes to Tech 9. Tech 9's dead first. Good damage, but a good trade. Engine gets that frag back, but Afro is still towards CT. He's taken Major, but the 3 rifles of SANGAL are still up and raring to go. Lucky toward double doors. They know he's there. Paz will get flashed in, but Body's here too, and that could be problematic. Do they know there are 2 players here? I don't think they did. Finally, they realise it, but they've realised it too late. Engine now in a 1v4 with the bomb dropped on the B site. Double Pony are playing this one very carefully. Engine has to make noise dropping down. At least gets 1. That's the first player dealt with in Afro, and that's a good gun to drop as well. He goes through the double doors to try and get the frag, but Lucky, easy on the M4. That will now certainly put SANGAL on a full eco here. And Double Pony are making their way back again. There is a Turkish stream, I believe, but it's not on HLTV. The guy doesn't have... I don't think he has the rights yet to put his stream on HLTV from what I've read, so... Sorry, you have to stick with me for now. Apologies. His stream does exist. I think SANGAL's Twitter tweeted it out, actually. If you want to watch the Turkish stream, I know for a fact SANGAL on Twitter did tweet out his stream, so... Thank you to all those who have stuck around with me, though. I really appreciate it. Now the Glocks are about to be eaten up by double pony. Engine toward outside. Destroyed by body. And SANGAL are just taking their time here. There's no point just rushing these Glocks in. Bit of an auto-director bug there, apologies, but it's not an important round, so we're all good. All you can really do on a round such as that is waste down the clock on the CT side, make them expend their utility, so they have to repurchase it. And now SANGAL have their full buy. They've been in this position before with a significant lead. Surely they won't give it up again. Or Jocko aggressive toward ramp. He's desperate to try and finish off Paz. And that grenade is actually pretty decent. That is a really nice one. He knows his trajectory. But Major, he just doesn't care. He's straight through that smoke. And he knows that Jocko's here too. Major is just on an absolute tear in this game. No holds barred whatsoever. Balls to the wall. 2 entries for him. He's had enough. Body is toward windows, but they do have utility to block that off. He's got a good chance, though. He's playing the headshot angles. There's one, but Engine trades it. And it's a very important trade as well. Incendiary toward that position. Like he's made his way through it. But SANGAL can now close this round down by just closing the clock down. Passes already toward the A side. Exercise will not expect that. And SANGAL are looking really, really good here. 14 is about to be on the board. One will be planted toward A safely as well. And it's just down to Lucky to try and save his AK or win a 1v4. I mean, there's quite a significant amount of damage done to all SANGAL players, but you have to save this AK. The money's decent on double pony. They can afford to buy in the next round. Is Lucky thinking about a ninja here? Surely not. Time's already gone. I'm just a little bit surprised that he's still in single door, to be honest. I thought he might go toward vent and try and make something happen, but time was way too down for that. I guess that's actually a pretty decent place to save, actually. The one place you maybe wouldn't look would be single door. The bomb's planted on A. Why did I say he could have ninjaed? Why did I think the bomb was planted B? Those are questions that I'm going to ask myself later. Apologies. Was coming in because another double pony player has dropped from the server. That is body this time. So while we wait for him to come back, can have a little read of chat while I wait. I prefer to watch your stream. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Twarex, thank you very much. Appreciate all the support, guys. All the follows. Anything is I'm hugely grateful for. Yeah, there is a Turkish channel streaming it right now, but he hasn't got HLTV rights yet. So I know he's applied. So wouldn't be surprised me if it's too long before, you know, we'll see his stream on SANGAL matches and other Turkish teams. Fantastic round from SANGAL to bring themselves to 14. Major really just taking matters into his own hands there. I mean, just look at the scoreboard. 27 and 11. So they did some great stuff as well this game, but I feel like so many of the important moments has been all Major. Just consistent fragging. It's round 22. Well, we've played 22 rounds. 27 on the board for him. Body's returned. So it shouldn't be too long from getting underway once again. back underway once again. Double pony at full strength still, with Afro's AWP as well. SANGAL with a fantastic round victory in the previous... Oh, Afro, okay. I'm pretty sure he would have been completely blind for that one, and he somehow takes Major with the grenade as well. Was it a collateral that he got to be able to do that much? Jocko has great timing on his incendiary as well, playing that pixel gap angle, like as I mentioned earlier, toward ramp. It takes Paz out of the round straight away. Double pony just completely owned SANGAL on this round. Unfortunately for exercise, though. Engine is going to catch him looking the wrong way, which is a bit of an error on his part. But Lucky's still here as Soulfly walks through the smoke with the bomb. And again, it's all down to Engine. But this round has been won by Afro basically straight away. You all saw the first kill through the smoke. I didn't spot whether he got the collateral damage for that grenade to work out as well. He must have done, surely. Engine just waiting for a player to push. Dinked by body and finished off by body. 14-9 SANGAL. We've been here before, guys. We have been here before. This time, they're not struggling for CT rounds, they're struggling for T rounds. Grenade toward outside. Do a little bit of damage, and it's only pistols this time for SANGAL. Body chooses the spray perfectly to deal with Paz as he tries to drop down the vents quickly. Soulfly lurking in. Oh, that's a lovely shot toward body. He hasn't had really much luck in this game so far, I feel like, Soulfly. That's a nice recovery from him. The bomb's actually managed to be planted, but Soulfly just creeping toward outside. Won't be able to get that frag. Sensei's actually dinked him with the Glock, though. I'll team up toward his position to take him out of the round and make sure this is a bit more simple. But Major's still here, somehow. And that's a gun in Major's hands. If there's one person you don't want to give a gun, it's Major. Gets the incendiary down. I'll tell a lie. It bounces off the vents. Lucky's going to pounce on him. Gets the dink. But he knew he had AK-47 advantage. Jocko spotted Engine. And even though time had ticked down quite a little bit, they're going to get the defuse absolutely fine. A good bomb plant for SANGAL. And good damage as well. They could have easily made that a lot closer, to be honest. If Major had a timing on his side there, could have easily gotten himself another frag, maybe even two. Who knows? That is for an alternate universe to figure out. Once again in his spot with the AWP, gets the first. Jocko will repeat that nade once again, and that's such a tasty nade. Combine it with that deep incendiary that forces them back if they are looking to hold toward ramp. That does so much damage, and he seems so comfortable being able to throw that. Not getting punished for it. Significant damage to Sensei and Engine. Bit more toward Engine, of course. Afro has now positioned himself in secret, so he's in a good spot. SANGAL struggling for rounds again in a winning situation. Molotov's in toward A, coordinated, and Major hits another headshot. That's the AWP of Afro out of the round straight away. And look at this, Exercise is burning toward the back of the site. Major gets himself another double frag in this game, but Lucky is still towards CT vent, gets himself two before he's dealt with, and Body can drop from heaven and find Sensei. Despite that trade, I thought Major might have just opened the door once again, but this time it was Lucky the one to close it. But of course, SANGAL with Soulfly in tow, the new signing. They've still put up a great fight today, whatever happens. And they could still easily take this map. Engine looking for the duel toward outside, somehow wins that toward Body. Body would have been the favourite for that one every day of the week. Jocko will repeat his nade once again. Again, it will do good damage to Paz. That is such a nice technique to defend ramp with that utility. It has to be said. SANGAL still have a 5v4. So Double Pony just need to take this with care and attention. In the best spot toward ramp with this AUG. Holds down mouse 1 for 2 frags. Will get finished off by Major though. So they still have an even situation to work with. I think you really need to put a player on SANGAL toward the back of ramp to grab that AUG. It's an important gun to recover. You've got 50 seconds to do it. Major's hit 30 frags at 14-11. Make that 31. Squeaky open. Exercise. We'll hit that spray. And Afro's in the right spot to stop Major's tear. Now it's Engine left in a 1 versus 3. Quite often we see him in these situations, but a bit more winnable than this. Oh, he actually gets the spam, hitting 3 shots, 3 separate shots through the smoke, but lucky was always going to be there if he decided to drop down vent to get the bomb planted. So 12 for SANGAL, or 12 for Double Pony, sorry. SANGAL on 14. The gap is 2 once again. And again, we're seeing SANGAL struggling to close out a game. They've been so close today. They will be kicking themselves if they don't win this one out. It could be a 2-0 for Double Pony, when it could have been a 2-0 for SANGAL. This time we're fast toward A. A lot faster than I think SANGAL are ready for. Body and Lucky get the opening 2 frags. And Engine, despite the fact he got 1 in return, he gets taken down to 9 HP. That's another headshot, actually. Okay, never mind. Paz has taken another headshot. And he's toward... Oh, that was the frag. That was the key. That was a huge miss in the scale of things, to be honest. I was so surprised that Paz got another frag in return there. And then to see him toward hell. The bombs drop toward the edge of vents. There's not much Engine can do here. He's a crept further forward than Double Pony are at least expecting, so it's still possible. And SANGAL don't seem aware of where Engine is whatsoever. They're going double hunting toward ramp here. Little does Engine know. He's completely on his own right now. He's obviously picked up the AWP on the 9 HP to try and make the clutch as possible for him. Unfortunately, he will commit down the vents toward B. And Lucky has the angle toward ramp. So in the end, he was in a good spot for that to be a possibility. Decent decision-making there from Double Pony. But again, so close from SANGAL. If Paz hits that headshot from hell to heaven, the round's got a completely different complexion. It was 12-3 to SANGAL on Inferno. It was 10-5 to SANGAL on Nuke. Once again, they are struggling to close the game out. Jocko 25-19. He's really climbed up the scoreboard in recent times. As Double Pony have been closing this gap. Body with a right-click incendiary to the top of Mini there to stop any fast plays from SANGAL. They have forced into this round with the Galil and a Mac-10. There's a huge gap in their outside smokes. That is unfortunate. And look at that. The smoke just changes position to cover it a bit more easily. That is unfortunate timing for Soulfly, to be honest. An exercise in Hut. He's dealt with Major. Sensei comes back up secret, but Afro's still here. We're about to reach 14 all. And a guaranteed round 30 once again. Body gets the double headshot toward Paz. Engine with a nice trade. But again, he's left last alive. He's got a full utility, but Afro has a cheeky angle next to red. If he makes his way up secret. Unspotted. There's the damage. An engine will go down. 14 all confirmed. And look at the money for SANGAL at 14 all, man. What do you do here? You have to buy, surely. There's no way you don't buy at 14 all. You can get 2 AKs. But they're not deciding on it. That is a very curious choice. Of course, a pause coming in for them to make that decision. And they're going to go for the half buy that gives them basically 2 chances. A chance at this one, if they can create some chaos with these pistols, and a chance at the final round of the game as well. In come the pistols. Engine always close up against Lucky though, and the Tech 9 from that range is a one-hit headshot. Lucky will drop. But he's down to 2 HP for his troubles. A nice entry, though. That's the low HP of Engine down. Major trades it, as he's been so good at so far this game. But Body, oh my goodness, that was so fast. Takes both heads with the AUG on the rotation. Now it's all down to Sensei. He needs his frag, he gets it. He can grab the AK-47 as well. 2 versus 2. Afro has a defuse kit. Smoke's coming in towards single door. Flashes to get themselves back onto the site. Major spotted toward windows, but there's no reason for him to peek any further. Body looking for Major, and he just goes full, no holds barred, just peeks the double door straight away, but Body doesn't have the kit. Afro has to get on the bomb here, but the player of Sensei is still there. Afro will hold it. 3, 2, 1. He's scoping, but Body's covering him, and double Pony reach match point. Oh, my friend SANGAL. You had this match on the palm of your hand. A great attempt with the buy they had, it has to be said. They would have been expected to lose that round. So it's not the end of the world. They have this full buy. Look at it. It's more full than you could ever wish for. AWP. 4 AKs, full utility, upgraded pistols. A great attempt. But they need this one for overtime. A second overtime in this series. Pause cancelled. And we're about to get back underway again. Body will repeat that utility usage again toward outside. The right-click incendiary to the top of Mini to stop any smokes or any fast plays. Folks are in toward outside. Don't think there's a gap this time. Afro takes Soulfly though, and Paz has taken Lucky, but look at the trades. Oh, Body. Major tries to sneak his way through that smoke, but it's not going to work out for them. Sensei drops down. He manages to get that frag, but it's a 1 versus 2. Afro's up close. He hits the tag. Surely he finishes him off with the P250, but no. Afro with a ridiculous shot up close. Sensei would have had